And we are back. So on the line, of course, we had to do a VMix call. On the line, we have Dr. Ivan Joseph. Good night to you, Dr. Joseph.
Good evening, good evening. How are you this fine evening?
All right.
Good
All right.
evening.
Okay, I'm hearing you now.
Can you hear me fine?
Just a bit of a technical difficulty there. And how are you?
Very well, very well. How are you this fine evening?
I am fine, thank you as well. Very excited to have you on. Let me first of all say thank you for joining us, for giving us the opportunity to, have a little chat with you about, your team and the game that would have taken place on Tuesday gone. Yeah?
My pleasure, my pleasure. I'm coming to you from Canada and always welcome a conversation about women's football.
Okay, nice. So first of all, let me say congratulations to you on getting, of course, this far in the competition. I mean, I know that the results would have it not ended in your favor, but I must say congratulations. It takes persistence and it takes work for you to get this far. Yeah?
Well, I appreciate it. I think it's more of a condolences than a congratulations, but the sentiment is indeed appreciated, and I thank you for the kind words.
No problem. So what is the general feeling where the camp is concerned, meaning the team players, meaning your technical staff? What are you guys feeling at the moment?
It's a mixture of emotions whenever you go into a game that it's a must win, and you feel like you gave it your all, and you feel like you left it all out there. Our team is utterly exhausted. They're sad. For some of them, it's their last game. Several of them are feeling lost. There's a sense of grief that comes with that. They didn't want this journey to be over, but they're also really proud of each other and the accomplishments to go into Trinidad, to go into that stadium and to play their hearts out and to be a minute 30 seconds away from doing something that everybody thought they shouldn't have done. They were the underdogs, and they feel a sense of pride in their accomplishment.
Okay, nice. And I heard you say they came into it as the underdogs. So tell me a little bit. I know as a coach, you would have sat down and analyzed the game. Give me a little bit on your analysis, excuse me, of the game. What do you think you did well? What do you think should have done better? Tell me.
Yeah, I thought we were defensively well organized. I thought we did a really good job of making sure the opportunities Trinidad got for the most part were from well outside the 18-yard box. We defended as a unit. I thought we did really well, a good job there. I thought we attacked them on the flanks really well. Your left back, the young player from Florida International, I can't remember her name, it's escaping me right now, but she made a couple of last ditch tackles that saved the day. I thought we executed our set pieces extremely well. Both of our goals were scored off set pieces, and we worked on those hard. Trinidad and Tobago, you folks, you're a more athletic team. Player for player, you're probably 6 inches and 30 pounds bigger and stronger and faster than us. And we worked hard
Definitely.
to, I think it was, we didn't have the luck on our part, and the fact that, depends who you want to ask, 50 times out of 100, would that penalty shot be called in the first minute of the game, in the second half? That was a hard blow, but we didn't hang our heads. We didn't blame the referees. We kept going, and then a keeper error on Trinidad and Tobago's part put us in the driver's seat. And then we were unlucky and unfortunate. I wish that I had potentially maybe did something different. Those are the things you do. Everybody's here to criticize the coach and the coaching part, and trust me, we point our finger at ourselves. I've replayed that game over and over. Our goalie blames herself. Our right back blames herself. Our left back blames ourselves. I like a team that's leaderful because they all feel like they can make the difference.
They
And
all feel
that's not
responsible.
yeah, and it's not one person's fault. We what feels like a loss. It's just that's the way the gods go. Some days they shine and smile on you, and some days they bite you in the butt.
I fully understand. I mean, in sports, it's what happens on the day. It really is. These things are unpredictable. We had two great teams basically going against each other. They knew the level of importance of winning this game. And I think that they both left it out there on the field. So let me ask, what's next for the Lady Jags?
Yeah. Let me, before I answer that question, let me just say this. And hats off to the Tobagans, Trinidad and Tobagan fans. They made it easy for us to leave it on the field because they gave us so much emotional energy. The drums, the chanting, the cheering, they really helped elevate the play. So I want to make sure that the people that are watching, they feel our gratitude and appreciation. What's next for the Lady Jags? We've got a few players who are 34, 35, 36 years old. Some of them just got married. They've got to make some decisions. They've put their families literally on hold, babies on hold, marriages on hold to play in this game, in this tournament, to give themselves a chance. So we've got, and I don't know, nobody said, hey, I'm out, I'm having a baby, but I imagine 3 to 5 of these players aren't going to be with us in the next 6, 9, 12 months. And whether they come back after having a baby, it's going to be, we'll have to see. Many of our players are professionals. They're physios, they're chiropractors, they're doctors, they're teachers, they're all different types of folks. And so they've got to make some decisions about where their career path goes and are they going to stay in soccer or not. And then we've got to decide as a staff, and the federation has to decide as an organization, do they want us back? We didn't accomplish the goal, so they may not want us back, and it might not be ours to say, but all those decisions need to weigh and measure and decide what's the next step for all of us.
Okay, all right. So that was actually one of my next questions is, do you see yourself going forward with the team? But before you answer that, how long have you been in women football? Because you seem very passionate about it. So let me get that out there. How long have you been involved?
Well, I've coached for 25 years now, with men and women in the university level and the college level, and for the past 4 years, with the Guyana national team. Before that, I was with the U.S. Women's Olympic Festival program and with the Canadian World Military Games. So I've done a little bit here and there on the side, and so I'm a fan of anything that elevates. I've got 2 daughters, so anything that elevates the female in the role of leadership and empowerment. I'm a dad first, before I'm a coach, and those things contribute to that. So I'm a big fan of doing everything I can to help raise the game across the diaspora, across the Caribbean for women.
All right, so I love that. I love your answer. A dad first and anything to empower women. I love that. All right, so was this your first time in Tobago?
My first time in Tobago, not my first time in Trinidad, but
Right.
definitely my first time in Tobago, and I will be back.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I'm definitely glad to hear that. Um, the warmth of the island, I see that it got to you. We would definitely be happy to have you back here with us. Yes, so any last comments? What would you like to say to
Well,
Guyana? What would you like to say to Tobago?
yeah, let me say this to Trinidad and Tobago, as they go forward. That's congratulations to Kenwin Jones and what he did with his women. They didn't give up. So hats off to you, Coach, and the work you did. To Guyana and the women that are there, not just the ones that play for our team, but the ones that are back home. I hope we made you proud. I know we fell short, but that's life. Sometimes you don't reach your goals. And it's how you reflect and what you do next that really sets you apart as a leader. There's lots of times I don't reach my goals, but I didn't get here in my position by reflecting on the mistakes. I got here by saying, what can I do better, and what am I here to learn? And that's the message I hope that folks will take from this is we'll be back. Maybe not the exact same team, maybe not the exact same coaches, but the program lives on past all of us.
All right, nice. So thank you once again. Thank you once again for joining us. Thank you so much for doing this interview. It was indeed a pleasure speaking to you and hearing your perspective of what went down. Right? We wish you all in the best. And wherever you go next, wherever you go with the Lady Jags next, we wish them all the best. And again, thank you for speaking with us.
Take care. All the best, folks.
You as well. All right, guys. So that was the coach of the Lady Jags, the team coming out from Guyana. I mean, we didn't win that game. We drew it. And you heard it from the coach. They are disappointed. They all are blaming themselves. They thought that they went out there and laid it all on the field. However, the results proved that Trinidad and Tobago ended up at the top of that group. So next we have the coach of Trinidad and Tobago, the team that is going to advance. So just give us a minute. We'll be right back with Mr. Kenwin Jones.